Hello, everybody. Today we have something new, something a bit different, and something exciting. Today I am joined by Simone, and Simone is from Scotland. So, guys, you are going to get to hear an accent, an English accent that is very different from my own, and I think it's going to be a very useful video, a useful conversation for you guys. So, Simone, could you please start by just telling us a bit about yourself?
Sure. So I'm from Scotland. I'm from like a really small village on the border of England, and it's very rural. So actually, if you met other Scottish people, they would tell you that my accent is super mild. Um, and I'm about an hour away from Edinburgh, which is the capital of Scotland. But I've actually not lived in Scotland for longer than 1 year for a long time now. I was really fascinated with Thailand. So I've lived in Bangkok for 7 months. I've lived in Vietnam, which is where I currently am. So I've lived here 2 times. The first time I lived here for a year and 3 months. Then I left. I've lived in Paris in France. I've lived in Lyon in France. I don't know if you can count this as living in India, but I was in India for 2 months. Not just traveling, it was like a little bit more like I was staying in one place and traveling at the weekends kind of thing. And now I'm back in Vietnam again, and I've been here for almost 2.5 years again.
All right, you gave me a lot there. I have a lot of questions, but my first question is, parlez-vous français?
Oui, un peu, mais parce que je n'ai pas pratiqué depuis longtemps. Donc, je ne peux pas parler très bien, mais je comprends bien.
Ah, très cool, très cool. D'accord, d'accord. Okay, super cool. I just wanted to throw you a little curveball there,
Yeah,
which
I'm sweating.
so okay, I could tell you haven't practiced, but it's obvious that you have an understanding of the French language.
Mm.
So one of my other questions, do you speak any other languages?
Not really. Vietnamese is really tough because it's a tonal language. So, like Chinese and Thai, they like a lot of words sound the exact same and could be the exact same, but the only thing that differentiates them is the tones. And as an English native speaker, that is really difficult. So I try my best with like daily bits and bobs of Vietnamese, but I could try harder, and I know that. And I am like probably a little bit of a lazy English speaker.
So I have a lot of Scottish ancestors, but I don't know anything about Scotland whatsoever. There's a weird thing here in the US where you know your grandparents, you maybe if you're lucky, you know your great grandparents, and after that you know nothing about your ancestry. So I just want to know a little bit about Scotland. What do you think of when you think of Scotland now that you've seen other parts of the world? What is very Scottish?
I think that Scottish people like have a very distinct sense of humor, and that's probably one of the things that I really like miss the most. And just like I do think overall we're quite friendly, and I have heard from other travelers that have been to Scotland that they thought Scottish people were friendly. I feel like, and obviously it's like the Celtic backgrounds that like Scottish people and Irish people, there are a lot of similarities. Like in Scotland we call it banter. In Ireland they call it the crack, and it's just like, like we when the atmosphere is good and you're cracking jokes, and I just feel like that feeling is very, very Scottish. Have you been to Scotland?
I would love to. I have not, but now that I hear about the sense of humor, I might have to put it on the bucket list.
And I have to say, it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country. But the only problem is 95% of the time the weather is not great. It
Okay.
is an absolutely stunning country, like the mountains and stuff, but yeah, there have been times where I've went to go see something and it's like pouring with rain and really cold, and I'm like, this would be really beautiful if the weather was better.
So when it's not raining, is it just green and lovely?
Yeah, very luscious and beautiful, and yeah.
So your favorite thing about the country, I would assume, is the people, based on how friendly they sound and the fun that you guys have. What is your least favorite? What is something you don't miss about your home?
Mm. Oh, I know what I want to say, and I wonder if it's going to be a bit controversial. Um, I don't miss, and actually, I would say this is the UK in general. I don't miss how deep the drinking culture is.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna turn 33 next month, so I did all that. I did all the crazy partying. I did, at uni, the getting wasted every weekend. Um, so I'm not saying that I'm like above any of that, but I'm at this stage now where I don't drink a lot at all anymore. Um, and I see like how huge it it's such a like pillar of like what to do in the UK. Like, yeah, there are other things to do than just that all the time.
I agree 100%. I'm 33 myself, and I was a drunk in my early 20s, but I'm a father now, I'm married, and I do not have time to be hungover for 3 days.
No, oh my God.
And that happens in your 30s.
Yes, it does. For example, in Vietnam, where I am now, it is really hot, it is really nice. A lot of people will just hang out outside and like drink coffee. The cafe culture is huge here.
Okay, and what is your favorite thing about Vietnam? What can you tell us about that part of the world?
Hmm. It's kind of hard to pick one favorite. Can I pick three?
Top three would be great.
Okay. Food. The food is amazing. I'm vegetarian and it is like heaven here for vegetarians. There's a lot of tofu going on. The people are super friendly and so keen to learn English. They are so keen to learn English. Like if you just go into a park and you're by yourself, you will definitely get approached by people that just want to come up and practice their English with you. And the other thing is the beauty of nature. And it's kind of sad because I live in the big crazy city, Ho Chi Minh. So like day to day I don't really get to see it, but there are like parts in the north that are absolutely stunning. And I think that like Vietnam is still a little bit of a hidden gem that not that many people know like how stunning the landscape is here. But I do think it's starting to get a bit more well known and starting to get a little bit more touristy compared to maybe like the first time I lived here.
So Guys, Simone and I are going to make a video about spirituality, her experiences with that, because she has a super cool YouTube channel, which will be in the description. You guys can practice your English, practice hearing that Scottish accent, and learn about spirituality. She's got tons of cool stuff on there. But if you want to see my deep dive into spirituality with her, join the membership down below, because that's where this video will be. So I would like to wrap this video up with quick fire Scottish slang. I want to say a couple words that I looked
okay.
up. And
Yes.
just first thing that comes to your mind, a quick explanation of what they mean. If you
Okay, sure. I love it.
Okay. Bra.
Can you spell that?
B-R-A-W.
Oh, bra. Oh, bra is beautiful.
It means something beautiful.
That's bra. That's good. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Okay.
positive.
Okay. That sounds like we might say like brother, hey bra.
Yeah, it sounds the same.
Okay. Ken.
Ken. Oh, like H-E-N.
K-E-N. Ken.
Oh, Ken. Ken. Like, so Ken is like no, as in K-N-O-W. So you say like I ken. I ken. I is yes. Is I. Ken is no. Yes, I know. I ken.
Wow, I would be so lost if I was in Scotland and someone said that to me. Okay. I Ken. All right, but now I know. Now I know. Next. Numpty. Numpty.
That's so brilliant that you've got that word. A numpty is somebody that's really stupid. Like if somebody did something stupid, you'd be like, "Oh, you numpty."
Okay, okay. See, I looked up on Chat GPT. I said, give me a list of Scottish slang without explanation. So I have no idea what these mean. Okay. Next one. I'm excited to see what this one means. Peely Wally.
Peely Wally. Peely Wally, I think means like that you look really like sick and pale and ill.
Okay. Well, we'll assume it means under the weather, not looking too well.
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
think so.
So those were my slang words I wanted to ask you. We'll go ahead and wrap this part up. Thank you so much for joining us here and sharing your experiences and your version of our native language. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. And I hope that my Scottish accent wasn't too strong.
Okay, guys, tell me in the comments below, could you understand her when she was speaking, or was it a little bit difficult? All right, guys, she and I are going to go and have a more mystical conversation. So tune into the membership page if you want to check that one out. See you guys later.
Bye.